Are you serious with the updates? God. Horizon World updates. Times. Do it once a week during the day. I'm late. This takes forever to install. So slow. Unbearable. Minutes. This is gonna be dash. Dash to reference. Preparing for visitors.
Having your eyes and your visuals, and we'll start with breathing. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to consciously breathe from your tummy. Feel yourself pushing from your diaphragm some air into your lungs. Put your attention on the feeling of your lungs getting that air. And whatever you want to do for right now, but feeling the air going over those parts of your body, to put your attention on that sensation of the air. And then again, breathing in from the diaphragm and breathing out through your nose, through your mouth. When you breathe sharply through your chest, high up there, your brain goes, I better be alert. When you breathe from your belly, your brain goes, things are probably safe now. You can begin to relax a little bit. And already someone has thought about something that happened earlier today. Just notice that and come back to our breathing in and breathing out. And this is where I always start a journey from. You can keep breathing from that tummy if it can come naturally to you. It'll just get your breathing rate down from what you came in at, maybe to half the breathing rate. And we're going to talk here. Maybe if I had a title for this meditation, I'd call it FaceTime. And the idea for this meditation started the other day when a friend of mine sent me a picture, and it was a picture I'd seen before because back when VR was just starting to go into a new modern chapter with the Oculus Go, I started writing a series of articles I called The Oculus Go for Old People. Because I'm a semi old person and I thought that would, you know, tell semi old people that there was room for them in VR. And I put a picture of myself with my kind of gray hair, beard, and an Oculus Go headset on it. And of course, that was the picture that my friend sent back to me a couple of days ago. Except it wasn't labeled as me, it was labeled as someone else who took that picture to be them. And I just kind of, I really laughed at that because I understood when I did it that that picture wasn't me. It was some kind of a representation of part of me, but it was my gift. And it's one of the ways it got used. And when I thought of it as a gift, it made me think of an aspect of San Francisco where I lived for quite a while. It made me think of what they call the painted ladies. Can you picture now from the show Full House or any of the pictures you've seen of San Francisco, those Victorians with the magnificent street front, every single detail perfectly implemented? And these were called the gift to the street. Because the sides of the house and the back of the house were bare. And maybe our first reaction to that is, wow, that's kind of fake. But if everybody knew what was going around and they called it the gift to the street, maybe it was just the makeup that people put on their houses. They ordered every single part, every window frame, every tiny detail of ornamentation from catalogs. And they'd get delivered and they'd be put on the front of their house like their house face was being made up. Which then got me thinking again, makeup, about all of our individual faces being our gift to the street. Because of the work we put in to how it's presented, even though it's the one part of us that we will never see directly. The camera in our analog bodies is set so we can't see our face. All that work we do on it is a gift or a manipulation, a way of attempting to influence. The way we're perceived, because we are really just giving the world our face to take and run with it, and boy, do they ever. The immediate perception of a face just becomes the basis for endless stories that get made up by an endless array of people we could never imagine what they do with that face once we give them that gift? And in the other direction, it's the thing that big prefrontal cortex, maybe 30% of the processing going on all times is to make inferences about the faces of the people I'm sharing a space with right now. Important to be able to do that. Could be why we evolved to have that social advantage of making good judgments about other people, who's on our team, who isn't, because of their face. There's other parts too, but they pale before the face. So here's a little visualization exercise. Prosopagnosia is a disease that disables the ability to remember faces. People with prosopagnosia can remember other things. This shows what a distinct thing the face is. There's a whole disorder. Yeah, thank you for turning.
Sorry about that. My phone went off.
Glad to have you here. If you can be nice and quiet and join us, we're about to imagine, as best we can, I don't know if I can, what it would be like to not be able to remember people's faces. I suppose the people you love, you'd have a lot of other indicators, of course, their voice, their body motions. Think about someone you know really well and how you'd pick up on them without a face. It's a funny one, prosopagnosia, whatever it was. I want to go just a few other places with this, and one is we are all presenting ourselves right now, each other, with our avatar faces. Just notice for yourself if you make up the same stories about people. Bingo, boingo, right away, 1/10 of a second, like you do in the analog world with an avatar face. Our analog world face isn't really us. It's just a representation of us, same as our avatar face. What if you interact deeply with people in different VR applications and have different avatar faces that they've made up stories about? Would you be a different person? There's a way I look in alt space VR that's different than the way I'm looking to you right now. And both my alt space VR face and my horizon face gets seen by more people than my analog avatar, which is the main me. The main me face. The main you face. I'd like to start to wind down this meditation by asking you to visualize some iconic faces and holding your attention on those for a bit as I move it along and just seeing what stories come up just by thinking of the face of Mike Tyson. Alex Trebek. When I say Will Smith, what does the recency effect do? Yeah. I don't know if that was some sort of an outburst of laughter just because of the powerful recency effect of Will Smith, but I did say we're going to start to wind down with this now, so I'll just have a few more. Jesus Christ. Some face maybe came into your mind when I said that. Certainly a constructed, manufactured face. Is just one face staying there, or are you seeing others? You've probably heard it isn't necessarily the way he looked if there was a he. Don't know. Buddha. Just notice which of the faces came up for you when I said that. An added thing to think about is that for the first 300 years after he died, there were no pictures, no statues, no representations in any way of the Buddha. Which is why if I say Muhammad, I don't believe a face comes up. I could be wrong. I don't think we make images of the prophet. What does that mean? Have you felt any identity transferring between the analog face that was the face you've morphed along with all these years? Why don't you just let those FaceTime ideas kick around for a minute as you turn your attention back to the breathing? I hope it's settled down now. I probably shouldn't have said Will Smith. Noticing the diaphragm pushing some air into your lungs. It drops back down again. I like to come out of meditation by taking a few breaths from my chest. You can feel it stimulating your brain and saying, time to come back. You can shake your shoulders around a little bit and rub your feet on the floor if you'd like. I'm not saying we went away to some stratosphere, but it's a little, hopefully, few minutes out of the normal day, the beginning. I'll tell you, I'll just keep rambling for a bit more before I ask anyone here to join my ramblings, which is I saw an event today called "What is Meditation?" It was being offered in the EdVR community on AltSpace, and someone drew a line in the sand there and said, there's a lot of important practices, that do this gamut of going deeply inside of ourselves. And he kind of made a distinction between the ones where we really are emphasizing our connectedness with all, which is another way of saying ego dissolution, deep meditation, where our sense of self is really altered in some deep way. Is that what it takes to be real meditation as opposed to forms of activity that can calm us and relax us? Recenter our mind so that we can either be productive, we can be loving with our people around us, or we can go into deeper contemplative practices, perhaps. I don't know. It's on my mind. I don't think we need to draw that line between I think there's just a spectrum of activities that come from paying attention to our own processing of experience right here, right now, present moment. Just my thoughts on it. So thank you for those who stayed from beginning to end. One thing you can't, it's not quite the same contemplative environment where people are coming and going, but one thing I like to say is that all meditation, all workouts of our attention, they have to deal with distractions. So an itch is a distraction, and thoughts from earlier today are a distraction, and so are people coming and going. So we try to work that in. It would be nice to be able to have at some point deeper retreats, perhaps in VR, where we'd have private things and longer meditations and more like that ego dissolution stuff. We'll get there. This is where we're starting now. So anyway, that being said, I was just about to ask people to check in. Folks, even before you do, anyone like to just, how about if I just over here with Sarah and just say, you want to just say hi, how you doing, how you feeling? Anything about faces that comes up for you, or Mike Tyson to anyone else?
Hi, I'm feeling good.
Okay. Well, we'll take that any day and twice on Sunday. I'll keep going around, and maybe if people are still here, I'll tell a Mike Tyson story. Is that a way to keep people? Damon has been here before. He's used to kind of different things that I do. This was a little bit different too. Any comments or feedback, or just how you doing, Damon?
Technique, Tom.
Yeah.
Tyson. I mean, there's a lot of instinctual kind of program, friend or foe. That was a good point.
And to me, he's just the apotheosis of that. I mean, whatever we would do with Mike Tyson in one nanosecond, the tooth, all that stuff, but we do that with everybody. And then what can usually happen, we even get closer to people and gain more information is, as we all know, our confirmatory bias can help us interpret new information to confirm that very, very first nanosecond thought based on the face instead of like expanding on it. That's why that's, to me, that's being aware. Just noticing, oh, I just got new information about Damon. That it challenges what I thought at first. Or does it, I don't know. I got to think about this a little bit. Anyway, thanks for that really direct feedback on that too, Damon. Great to see you again. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you made it through the world and the event and everything. Anything you just feel like commenting on? Love to hear from you.
Yeah, I think this is very interesting tonight. This week I've been having a lot of trouble focusing, and I focused, and it was great. I feel like I've realigned. I've been out of whack all week, and this is
Hmm.
perfect. Thank you. I feel like I
Hmm.
can I can focus, um I used to live in California, just out in Marin County, and visualizing the houses was a really nice thought. I haven't thought of them in years, so thank you. It's
Yeah.
nice.
The- And I don't
Mhm.
know when Damon was saying about, thought content. I mean, to
Mhm.
me, that is a real challenge. Is a fake house front. Is that, and we got fake news. Oh, what are they trying?
Mhm.
But also, is there another way to look at that? And I mean, that's something to think about right there.
Mhm.
Um, and of course, then the other thing to think about is, would you
Mhm.
like to live in a place where 100 people every day come up and line up at your front door to take a picture of themselves there? That's another question.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
anyway, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
well, thanks. And I
Mhm.
will just try to keep going with kind of engaging things that come to me.
Mhm.
Really, this was prompted, as I say, by a friend of mine sending me that picture of me that someone else had appropriated, and
Mhm.
it got me into a little inner soliloquy about faces and whose they really
Mhm.
are, and is it really me? So yeah, thank you, thank you. Broom, you were sort of coming and going. I think I was glad to see you back. Did you come back because you got something you feel like saying and sharing with us?
No, I'm sorry. I got caught up in real life things for a bit, and it sucks
Well,
I had to leave, but
that can happen. But anyway, so how you doing now? And it's really nice to have you come back. Anything you just feel like bringing up?
not really. And I'm doing good. Thank you.
Okay, that's all good. Just to be able to be here at all, I think is a whole big thing about to your thing, we have not, being able to just step into
Mhm.
someplace for a fairly short period of time and get recentered. I'm
Mhm.
hoping, and I think there's moves afoot that at a lot of time slots every day, there should be a
Mhm.
place like this where you can jump in on. It should be like video rental places used to be on every street corner because it's just such an
Mhm.
obvious and
Mhm.
easy example of
Mhm.
a way to take care of ourselves. So
Mhm.
I think that's the direction we're going. I'm not sure if that's what they planned when they were building the metaverse, but we'll see if we can dominate with meditation. That's my plan.
Super.
Bill Box has been here the whole time. Anything you feel like adding in there? Conversation here? Bill Boss?
Yeah, when you said Mike Tyson and then you said Will Smith, I thought Chris Rock.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's
there was no accident there. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
that was on purpose because that was interesting.
Mhm.
yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. Thank you.
No, I purposely picked Mike Tyson, as I said, because I can't think of a human on earth that we would make a snap judgment about more just based on his face. If you've ever heard his voice, it really changes things.
I just
He's got that
yeah.
really high pitched voice, and so I guess I'll really quickly tell the story of being in a pot store in Los Angeles, where I was looking over the counter, and I'm looking right down and nothing else, just looking down at the counter, and a presence came up next to me. The next person, and it came up, so I knew there was someone there. And I looked at my peripheral vision, and I saw those Maori markings right away, and my heart just started going do 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 do, and it was Mike Tyson, right there. And I was just, Mike Tyson right there in the store, and
Yeah,
I said to him, so I said, champ, it's so great to see you here. Is this something that you do? And he looks and he goes, well, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I like the indica, and like sometimes I like the sativa. Yeah, I like it.
yeah,
It changes.
he's really into shrooms. He's like
Well, more than that, he has now become a very serious businessman. Has I believe a quite investment banking for backing for a solid business that he's got. He knows what his brand is. This is a guy who didn't come up with a lot of advantages. Started to figure it out while we were all watching him. And so again, that's part of the point of this. I mean, what that face meant, it means so much more now. There's so
Mhm.
many layers that's been added to him. Um, Will Smith, I was just thinking about how, his face really only meant one thing to a whole lot of people, just kind of upbeat for so long, upbeat
Mhm.
and cool.
Mhm.
And very, very recently, it might have taken on something different. I just, whatever
Yeah.
that might have been, but certainly there was the Mike when I was going to
Yeah,
start
Mike
with Mike
Tyson
but
punches people and knocks them out. Will Smith just slaps somebody in the face. Chris Rock. Right in the middle.
bing bang boom, you got it.
Yeah.
So we can make a little haiku out of that. Well, thank you, Bill. Great to have you here. What did I touch in you that I wouldn't have thought, Ruth?
I loved hearing whenever someone comes here and just feels like this is a rebalancing event. Hearing that rebalances me in an interesting kind of ping pong way. And I'm still somewhat in moderator mode, so I was feeling
Yeah, that's
somewhat
true.
vigilant of some of our guests today. But also appreciating for me personally that I am in this liminality, which is like a word I use way too often for my own comfort. And that's the irony of liminality, is it's not a comfortable place. I'm in this liminality lately that I don't know how long it's been, of deep sorrow and profound joy. And they're coexisting together in like a very liminal way, like as if there's fire and air droplets just like swirling around each other. And it's just a fascinating space to be just starting to realize, like, this doesn't go away, and I have so much privilege in my life and also so much pain. And it's kind of a cool thing to find the words to explain so much of my emotional wavelengths at the same time coexisting. Deep sorrow and profound joy. So that's what I was just sitting with today.
That's really intense, and it's not only that those are contraries, but two really intense contraries, not kind of mellow contraries. And I note that, and it's, as you know, at some point in the future, I'll be maybe leading meditations in a space that's designed to reflect the I Ching, the Book of Changes, the great Chinese book of wisdom, based on the interplay of natural forces. And we don't predict the future. We got something more important. We understand what's happening now when we think about it. And it's really a whole classification system of change. And there are changes that you can be in that are the interplay of intense opposite forces. Obviously, the tomb would be heaven and earth. That's, the creative, three solid lines, the receptive. And big things happen during those types of changes, and they don't usually last all that long. But
Yeah.
I like to think about types of change because it makes me get one step above the type of change that I'm in right now and see, like, oh, right, this is a type of change. That's what you really said too. You said, I'm in this type of change. It's like, whoa.
Well, and I think what I'm having to start, instead of accepting what the change is, I'm coming to a place of accepting that I don't know what this change is, and I don't know that it will ever not be this way.
Yeah.
And I'm not either of those emotions, and I'm very consumed by both of them at times. And for the most part, I spend some kind of path in between both of them. I spend my time and breath and practice of like letting those exist, and arms reach, burning fire and elixir water, right? And just like I can bring them through me at any moment, but they aren't me. They're
Yes,
just
exactly.
really close to me and really
Right.
constantly kind of touching me and coming in and out. So just realizing, like, I need to stop waiting for this intensity to complete and just be with it might not. until it does, and that might not be for a long time. So wishing for this to be less intense is part of my fatigue instead of just accepting. The acceptance is not one or the other, the acceptance is both.
Oh, I have so much I want to say about this, but I also want to maybe what we should see if, for instance, Shock and Awesome back here. I don't know if you want to respond to what Ruth is saying, or if you want to bring up anything about your own experience now. How you doing there, Shock? I like your name. This is just what Ruth was talking about. I mean, high intensity stuff existing.
Yeah, absolutely. No, so first, it's great being in another one of Ruth's beautiful worlds. There's no doubt about it. And as what you were saying, Tom, where this is a place where you can, places like this are a way you can step away from and step into away from the real world, even if it's brief and temporary, to kind of center yourself again. So I think there's great power in that. Like you said, you're really trying to take meditation and use VR and these types of worlds to really lean heavily in meditation. So I really appreciate that. I also was listening to you as you were talking about your stories about when you started to use the Go and how you thought it was something that could be powerful for older people. And that's certainly something that I very much care about as well. So I'm glad that there's, just thinking of that there's other like-minded people out there that really understand how powerful these types of things can be for people that may suffer from social isolation, etc., and how this really can be places where people can expand outside of their bodies or outside of their limitations, whether they be physical or whatever they may be. So that's really what I was listening to tonight, Tom. So it was nice being here.
There's a lot of different threads in some of these little journeys that I weave, and it's funny the ones that people then pick up on. But I will to add then that one of the areas that I follow and I wish I could influence more deeply is what you're bringing up, and there are at least 3 competing, heavily funded corporations, venture-backed corporations that are building networks of nursing homes, assisted living communities. And when I say networks, I mean like the leading one probably has 300 or more institutional facilities, and they have their headsets, enterprise level headsets, placed there with their little unique things on it. So they are, in effect, they are a TV network. They're like what ABC TV was back in 1950, but they can broadcast out. And what they always say in their mission statements is, we're going to address the problem of boredom and isolation in senior citizens, right? And well, the boredom part is actually pretty easy. In fact, you can monetize solving boredom, so it will be solved because it's easy to monetize. Just pump content into the damn, network. Boredom is trickier because that means social contact, and it's not that tough, as we all know. It is not that tough, but it's a little bit harder than just putting pre-digested old folk content on a network. So to me, one of the really important things, again, I want older people to be active, not just, I don't want to think just about people who are at the point in their life where they're in a facility, but even at that point, I don't want them to just be sitting there watching pablum. I want them to connect with other people, younger people their same age, their family, whatever it is. It's going to be trickier, but it's not that tough. So, yeah, I feel pretty passionate about that, and I'm glad you brought it up. I'm also aware that Becca has been sitting here this whole time listening to a whole bunch of people talking about things, Beckstar, and I wonder, maybe you can just synthesize everything that's been said now.
I really enjoy listening. I thought it took to do this meditation. It's not just like, you weren't just telling us, like, think about the garden and the leaves and the ocean. You were giving us something and letting our mind create the story. So it created a little bit more, for me at least, it created a little bit more focus. I had to use a little bit more attention. But I think it also made for a more interesting image. I feel like when you said Mike Tyson, I immediately thought of like pigeons because I know he's really into pigeons. And then I thought like of Snapchat because he has that Snapchat filter where you can like put it on your face, like
Yeah.
his tattoos on your face.
Exactly,
And like
yeah.
I didn't think anything about him fighting. And then I hear you guys saying stuff about that. And I was like, wow, you know, like so interesting.
It is. It is. I think I could probably do a whole meditation that would just be a 30-second thing on a series of faces. You put it in the right sequence, iconic faces. It could be really fun. Anyway, I got to think about that. Why? Because it's what a reaction that we get. But now we just in this little teeny little conversation, how many different layers of you get of Mike Tyson and where you went with face. So, wow, I love it. I feel like I've been turning. See, this is one of my troubles with the round. See, when I face away from people, I know it. Now, Sarah and Damon feel excluded for the last 15 minutes. I got to get better at this. I really apologize. And
No,
maybe
I think you're doing well.
well, we'll design worlds
Totally
better to
fine.
make it easier too. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. I am glad to sit here and talk about San Francisco painted Victorians or anything as long as anybody wants to. But we'll call this the official. What we've been doing so far, right until this moment, that was also part of the meditation. The idea of just being everyone having a chance to check in at any level that you want to or don't want to. To me, to your also thing there, Shock, this is part of the VR meditation experience too. That whole package of something and then the checking in. And now we have now hit actually still another part of it, but it's the informal part. I'm not going to call on anybody anymore. Maybe everybody will just go right now, or maybe not. You don't know. Sometimes when I go away, amazing things happen. I'll tell you another quick story. I do an event about bereavement. I call it saying goodbye. And one of the amazing things also about VR is that we don't really have to look at the time things. I like to respect people. I don't want to go longer if I'm doing a presentation or whatever, but if things come up and someone, you run an event called Saying Goodbye and someone comes in at 2 minutes before the hour now. You've been going for 58 minutes. 2 people then come in. And so now it's like, 9 o'clock my time at night. This is last night I'm talking about. A little bit after that when I called on the first one. And they had an amazing story to tell. Just like, okay, I'm so glad that we got to, you got to tell us this. And so it was probably 9:10. We'd been going for an hour and 10 minutes when I called on the second person who had come in. And she was making no indication. She didn't raise her hand, but I just like this. Someone's here. Let's call on her. The minute I called on her, she burst out crying and said, my dog just died 3 hours ago. And through her sobbing said, I don't know why I put my VR headset on and I saw something that said saying goodbye, so I just came here. Well, that's pretty nice, but it's going to really blow your mind. In fact, you're going to think I'm making it up when I tell you that the guy she was right next to, she didn't know because she just got there. But 15 minutes earlier, he had been talking about his dog dying. And I was able to then say to her, I think you're right next to the person that you want to talk to more than anyone else right now. Someone who's just going to want to just talk about just what you want to talk about. And so they did. And then we did a little bit more. And then I left. And I noticed as I left, there was like 4 or 5 people there, all just talking about when their dog died and how they felt. And just, so this is all part of it. This is how it goes. This is the frictionless mental health care, that they talk about. And anyway, that really happened. Yeah, that can happen here. It can happen here. So, yeah. Well, I said I'm not going to call anybody anymore. And probably the next thing, if I stay much longer, I'm going to start reciting Casey at the Bat. And you don't want to hear that. So I think I am going to take off. Another marvel of VR is I'll be at an event in Africa pretty soon. My crazy friend, Paul Simon, which is a whole story in of itself. Not that, the other Paul Simon, who's in Nairobi, Kenya, was really bummed out that his Tales from Africa, that, he was starting to get, the globe, the different time. So he's going for 24 straight hours and taking naps in between. He's doing like something like 5 events in one day, so that everybody in every time frame has a chance to see his Tales from Africa. He's a nut bar. But anyway, it's a guy I could have met no other conceivable way other than in VR. And I'm going to go off and help him go to the finish line now. So thank you all. I'll see you again next week, and be safe. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. See you.
How you do, Broom?
Hey, Bixer.
How you do, Bubbles?
What's going on, dog? What's going on, dog?
So,
It was nice meeting you.
You too. Thank you for your compliment in the world.
Absolutely.
I saw your post on
That was. So I was able to make it. Those meditation. How did it started to sound like? That a little bit more. I guess he did, but when he said that, it sounded like he'd be in a little bit longer. Then all of a sudden, gotta go to Africa. So, I mean, I guess I'm not surprised. It kind of happens every busy guy who's got.
Damon. Just gonna dip and not say bye. You say hi to me. You still live?
Yeah.
Hello, Twitch chat. I said Twitch chat, but you know what I meant.
Hurts, but it's true.
I'm tired. You're lucky. I was gonna try to save up. I was gonna try to save up points to make you dab in the middle of that. I forgot, and I just remembered. Twitch, not Twitch. No. I just wanted you to be in the middle of this meditation. Tom Nickel look at you, and you just go.
Somehow.
Leroy Jenkins. That's
What?
hilarious.
What the hell was that ringtone?
I don't know. Like,
I think
that
you
guy
just
was-
trolling.
that was
playing.
a subconscious ringtone.
Yeah,
I think he was just trolling, honestly.
I think so too.
But when he, I'm not gonna lie, when he said Mike Tyson, and then he said Will Smith, I started dying in my headset. I was dying. I was dead. What are you doing with his head? All right, everyone.
I'm the reason you turn on your boundaries, aren't I? Did you turn on your boundaries?
No? Why are they on?
No. I think they are.
Let's finish meditation.
It's to scare him. Normally, I just do stuff like this.
You just.
I swear, Twitch chat.
What
loves
are you
it.
doing?
High five, Owen. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, there was that
You hate
that
it, but
person
it's
in there
funny.
who created this world, right?
Oh wait, did you not get talking?
The
to them?
host created the world, right? What's wrong?
Oh wait, I should be careful. You're live.
Yeah.
He won't
Yeah,
have
she
a
created
secret.
all- Yeah,
He's
she
been
created all
stalking
those
all of our
worlds we were
worlds.
at earlier too.
Yeah, I was gonna ask her. I was
Did
like,
she
"Hey,
leave?
can I have a?" I was gonna ask her if I.
Oh, she's still here. Or is he dead? Oh,
Damn.
hello.
Bilbo's froze.
You like?
Oh,
Bilbo's?
you are
You
lagging.
froze.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah. Did you catch what I said?
RC Degs is
No,
still
we didn't
here.
hear anything. What'd you say?
Oh, okay. I said I was gonna ask her if she could put portals in my world to some of her art pieces, like some of her worlds. But I was too
Why don't
nervous.
you ask her?
Oh
I
my
was
god.
too nervous.
Too
I
nervous.
saw
Yeah, I
you
didn't wanna
looking
ask
at her the
because
whole
But
thing.
you
I was
let-
like,
The
But you
whole
let the-
time I was looking.
That guy
Eddie.
in there was like.
You're on live,
shooting a
by the way.
shot.
He's Twitch. You know that he's live, right? And he's getting this on recording.
Never gonna watch it.
Oh well, whatever. Yeah, good.
I'm gonna tell them to watch. I'm gonna tell her to watch this just so she can see.
Thanks, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking bet.
Yeah.
Broom, don't make me tell everyone on here what you told me earlier.
Oh my
That
god.
you have
don't
that
bring
you
her
have a
up.
crush on Bilbo.
Pretty joke.
I'm just kidding, bro. That's a joke. Yeah, I'm just kidding, bro.
It's funny that it doesn't. If I'm recording on my regular app, does it tell you guys that I'm recording?
No.
No.
It doesn't.
Are you recording me?
No, I'm not. But I frequently want to record stuff, but I didn't. I thought it would tell. I thought my
If
eyes
you
would
record
turn
through
red
the
or something.
Oculus, I'm pretty sure it
I'm gonna
mutes
go
you.
back.
But
I'm
if
gonna go back.
oh, Bilbo's going.
Oh, she's still there.
Sure. They've. Yeah, he's been dogging on Bilbo's all day, so.
No, he doesn't want us to follow him. So I'm gonna wait till he goes through the door. Okay, guys, let's go back. Fucking right. No, we gotta wait a minute. We gotta wait a second or two.
It's gonna be so awkward. What are we gonna do? Just stand there? What the hell?
So Backstar, how's it going?
I'm not trying to be that super awkward. I got an image to uphold on here. I don't know what that image is yet, but
I've been on
I'm
too many
finding
of
it
these
soon.
lives to like. I've said some stuff when I was tired. It's all right.
That's my problem too.
I'm sorry. I don't trust me saying anything on the internet live.
Oh, I could give a crap about that. I really just don't want to ever hurt somebody's feelings. I really don't
I
want to
said
be
I
like,
I said I supported Trump's new app or whatever it was, which I do not.
oh, so what? I don't think that's.
Craft your words
Oh
on.
my god.
Um, Why do you stream your stuff? Because you want people to see the meditation, or you want people to just enjoy Horizons?
Second one. I share an experience.
Are you playing on the PC?
No.
Wish I could launch.
There is
There
a
is.
way. So you're playing
is a
from your
way.
Oculus, but streaming on the PC.
I'll be back.
What are you streaming through? Like, how is it like through?
Casting to my capturing.
What's your video card? Right. That, okay.
Oh, I mean,
Huh. I have. There is a way. If you go on the Facebook page, or I'll friend request you, and then I'll send you the link if I can find it. There is a way, and it's on Facebook, and they walk you right through it. But you have to have a good graphics card. But I'm sure that you can if you're streaming it. So like OBX, I don't even know what that is. So is that? So it's there's no cords. It's not like an Elgato or whatever I use to stream my Switch.
software captures what and
Okay.
capture card. You're
My boyfriend's telling me I use OBX for streaming my Animal Crossing stuff.
Well, I play that game too.
He's telling me I do use it. Yeah, I use like an Elgato or
I
something. It's
have-
like a
Yeah, I
external
have that
capture
too.
card.
Exactly.
It's sad. I spent $100 on it and then regretted it.
Yeah, it was like $150 or something. I mean, I didn't regret it. I have like the green screen and stuff. I have a lot of fun with it. Nobody watches me. I don't have like a ton of viewers or anything. It's just fun to do. I was streaming to Twitch.
Had
People told me I should do Facebook, but
Animal Crossing, I think, get a lot of. I did.
yeah. Yeah, there's like that big community, which I'll admit I'm part of, but Horizon's the way to go. Everybody needs to
I like
jump
how
on
you
Horizons.
I just like to say I like how you both told me not to go listen because it'd be awkward. I just walked up and Bilbo was like, "Oh my god, the red balloon," and then I
He
laughed.
was just fanboying.
He's like, "Oh my god, the angles of the."
Aw, Phil was a nice guy. Give him a break.
I know, it's just hilarious.
And it's a
'cause
lot. She makes a lot. She makes a lot of worlds, and she probably was. Broom's probably not telling the truth. But anyways, she has a lot of
No,
worlds.
I am
so-
telling the truth. I am telling the truth. First of all,
Got a middle finger.
We're out
bless
right
you.
now. Room and Damon and me are outside the meditation room. I'm talking to Pharaoh in real life because he is not in here with us, but he's next to me in real life, and he wants to know if any of you guys want to travel to any fun worlds or know of any cool worlds.
I don't know.
Oh, he wants to know if you guys want to go to a bunch he just found.
Sure.
All right, we'll make a party with you, Pharaoh, if you come on. Who's this?
Yes. She is. She's in the.
Oh, she probably has them.
No.
Yes, she might have a meditation at 10.
Does.
Oh, it is
That's
women
exactly
Horizon.
what- So I guess
Yeah, decide between meditation.
See, now she's debating and on mute.
Yeah, he's coughing and he's like being super intrusive. I can't do the real world and the VR. It's hard.
Was it
let's
just
go
a
see what
shut up? No, I'm
No,
kidding.
he's just still next to me coughing. Let's see what Flutter's doing.
Sure.
Yeah, he's trying to smoke, but
No.
oh yeah, do it. What is she doing? Does it say what she's doing? Does it say where she is?
you're with him.
Oh, she's in Spirit of Blood. Yeah, let's go. We can always leave, right? If she's not doing a meditation, or if we don't want to stay.
Yeah, let's go.
in your own way and breathe.
I don't know if that's Flutter.
What in the zombie nation was that?
Just follow your breath.
I don't know if that's Flutter. Oh, is that recording?
Energy. Calming, relaxing.
It's a different mic. I don't know why I'm whispering. She can't hear us probably. But that's a different mic. I know that. Because that's the mic she tested with us.
Hmm.
How far do you think I could be to sneak into the video without her noticing? Should I try to go really far in the ocean and just walk to the side and just go? Just walk over. Of course I do. Look at me. I'm in second place. I hope we don't ruin our recording. Because we're in here and that means other people are going to join. Jim joined. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Hey, Jim. I'm just saying that because she's recording. And we're just chilling, so I cannot hear you if you're talking to me. Just...
Let's dip. Yeah. I'm going to a plaza
Well, other people are
till I
joining.
find the cool worlds to go to. I don't know where else to go.
Can we just get a crew of people? Oh no. It's aggressive pizza. I shouldn't say, I should stop saying oh no before everything. By that I mean don't let them go and mess things up for Flutter in the middle of a recording. I don't know if you do that, but like
Cool.
I can hear you.
Hey, Broom, how you doing?
She's recording. She's recording. Just don't go mess that up.
That's like the main cult leader over there, and then this is like
Oh my
one of the
God.
like,
Jesus
entry
Christ, there's no-
levels to the cult.
Jim.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
no
Do you think
cult.
Mark Zuckerberg's in this?
He's look at this. This guy says there's no cult. That's someone you can trust, right?
Oh man, you're on the inside man.
These nut jobs think this
So
is
is he
weird.
undercover or we don't know.
Yeah, he like reports back to the cult.
Do you hear what
and
they're
all that stuff.
saying? They have a whole they have a whole conspiracy that there's a cult or whatever.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy. He literally saw the church and still thinks it's a conspiracy theory.
Dude.
I'm gonna go talk to that woman.
No, she's recording. Don't. They're gonna go fuck up the whole recording. Jim, no, they're going to fuck up. God damn it. Hi, you're on party chat.
I'm not going near her. What is she doing?
Okay, good. She's
She's
recording. Don't go fuck up the.
She's talking to real people. They're like in real life. Like she's in the.
Yeah, they hear that and they're like, no, that's not a cult. Like, listen to what they're saying.
Jesus
This is,
Christ.
Jesus
go
Christ.
take a
There's no
listen in.
cult.
It's
These
like
are all mentally
crazy demon
insane.
shit.
Jim. Jesus Christ. No, they're gonna fuck up the whole room. Yeah, they joined me. I feel like a dick, but they have this whole fucking conspiracy. What do you want me to do? They all fucking.
Wait, what? They're not.
They think there's a cult. They believe that there's a cult, and this is a part of a cult. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
I don't either.
What do you mean you don't trust it? What is this? I'm so confused.
That's how long I've spent here.
So is this a gay conversion camp?
You fucking Jesus Christ. I'm kidding.
It
It's
was
not
to-
working.
no, it was literally totally unrelated to you. What the fuck?
Why would that have
The answer
anything
was
to do?
yes.
It's called the spirit within.
It's not
It's
working.
not working.
Oh my god.
What's up?
No.
What's up?
Yeah, if you ever feel like venting, don't do it to Broom, because Broom will just tell everybody. We know every dirty little
the
secret about everybody
do you
because of
mean?
Broom. So
That works
No,
both
you
ways.
do not.
Don't say anything.
No, I
to
trust
him.
Because he will also tell you.
I don't say anything.
No, I trusted them once, and now
We
I'm
already
like,
know his secret.
they just bully me.
You can trust me, man. Don't worry about it.
Fuck no.
Piles of black.
I trust anyone else before you. Oh my god, give me
Eating piles of black males?
That was singular.
Both, please. I'll take both. Indulge.
Like,
Wait,
if Flutter's
you just-
possibly recording, then there's just all of this happening in the background.
Gay called this out.
Huh? I'm 100% gay. I'm not trying to get converted, dog.
Okay, so what is gay conversion called?
Like when someone's
it
gay
turns you
and
gay,
yeah, and you. Oh, it turns you gay. Okay.
Okay, alright,
We all
well,
have
we got
different
that out of the way.
definitions.
We all have different definitions.
Hey, Damon, are you a part of this cult or like what's going on? What's your story?
Yeah, look at his whore.
Oh, that
Oh,
is...
Those brooms.
You're more than associated,
you-
brother.
We all know Broom is.
So-
I mean, Broom's like a.
so let's hear your story. Like, what makes you join this cult? Or are you aware of like the end result of this cult?
There is no cult, first of all.
That's exactly what a cult.
Wow,
member
you
says.
sound really.
So, what do you think that
You were
church
definitely
was that we
brainwashed.
went to, Broom?
That church was not related to this at all.
Oh,
I don't know what the
Flutter's
fuck
name
they're-
all over the place. Flutter's office.
She had
That's
an
not
office in that
related.
world?
Yeah,
I need
she
to
has an
question it a
office in
little
there.
bit. The world is a little weird, I'll admit that, but like this has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, her office is there. That's the main building.
Broom, you do realize that even Becca was questioning the way she teaches. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
I don't even think you. I
And
don't think
Becca-
you even believe
And
yourself
Becca
right
doesn't
now.
even think that this place is a cult, but she's questioning the way Flutter teaches. So I don't know what you're on about.
Okay,
Any
now
look,
you're
any
throwing it random
they ease you
things.
into it. For example, any person who's not into this, they listen to just 10 seconds of that stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this is brainwashing." Like I don't even have to think about it; it's brainwashing. But when they
So
ease you
Jim,
into it, when
over
you come
here
like
is possible world.
Yeah.
You get the fuck away from me with.
Oh, you're pivoting. You're pivoting. You're pivoting. You're
Oh.
pivoting. Straw man. Straw
Oh,
man.
man.
Listen.
No,
What if I just cut your head open and start picking at your brain? Because then you got brainwashed.
There's
I
probably
just
not
wanna
much to pick
Cut
at,
your
though.
skull open. I'll pick at it. Examine it. Gosh, you are too lost. You're lost. You're lost.
it's like when you're in it, you're not going to see clearly.
Jamin, am I crazy
We
or
can't help
everyone
it.
else
Don't
in
even
the
worry
server is
about
crazy?
Everyone else.
No, anyone's susceptible to brainwashing.
Just in different ways.
Listen, it sucks that you guys are a part
That's
of
why
this,
Jim
and
just
I hope
has,
you
like-
guys get out, but before it's too late. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, they look at me
No, I still
differently
have
because
a
of what
crush
they
on him,
believe.
but-
He's
No.
just gonna say yes, because anything for him could mean something stupid.
Well,
are you
we
serious
found
with
out he
this?
was a part of this cult like a day after we met him. So
All right, I'm joining this website right here. Flutter.
you should try smilehoneychild.com. That one is like oof. They have a whole bunch of. They have like a 200 worlds. This
Can you
cult
hear me,
is trying
Frank?
to saturate.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Because I was doing a
Are you
meditation, so I
recording?
wasn't. Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hope we didn't interrupt at all.
It's fine. Please don't apologize. No, please don't apologize. It's fine. It's fine. Honest.
not
I'm just
complaining.
glad. Yeah, I'm just glad people came. That makes me happy. You guys could have joined in. That's good. Awesome. I'm live. Well, I was live until 2 seconds ago. Thank you. Yep, you're awesome. Keep going. Be live.
Questionable conversations happened over here.
Well,
I needed to talk to you about this.
Okay.
Yeah, can you go off stream real quick? Is everyone on stream except for me? No.
So yeah. So
Yeah,
okay. Here's my opinion. If you find something is inappropriate, you have the tools to vote to remove. You have the tools to report, and the tools to leave the world. So please know that those are always available. I couldn't hear anything from where I was because of the way I have the sound set. But I don't know that they didn't hear it online because of the way the sound is set.
Sorry, are you still live? I didn't know if I thought you said you weren't live,
No.
and that's why I said.
No, I stopped recording mine just a second ago. But before I came over here, I stopped recording. But I know Damon always records when he's in here, and that's absolutely perfect. And he should still be recording because I want this on record. If someone's misbehaving and I didn't hear it because I was had my sound turned down so I didn't get reverb. Well, that's for Facebook too. I streamed it to Facebook. So if they heard it, that's, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. People are going to say stuff and then use that poll, please. Because if it had popped up while I was meditating, or if you guys had come over and said, oh, by the way. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with that.
Hello, Peter, guys. I like the world.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. So, were they saying anything that was defamatory?
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. Okay, but they weren't like saying anything about like racist or anything like that, right?
Yeah, they weren't like investigating anything, right? They weren't like looking too deep into things, right?
Okay, I am going to watch this video. So hold on a second. I'm going to actually go watch this now, because now you guys.
Diplomacy failed.
Now you guys have me a little.
Negotiations are over.
Flutter in the
No,
future. I tried to stop allegations. When you go back and look at that live.
I'm doing it.
How are you doing?
Okay, how long
What's
ago
your
was
name?
it? Like 5 minutes or like 6 minutes or like it's.
You gotta be more of a gentleman like me, man.
Okay, good. It didn't come through on mine.
Okay.
Because I turned off the sounds, I think. Yep, nope,
Yo, you trying to get me banned? For questioning the meditation?
What were you questioning about the meditation?
That this is an entryway to brainwashing and cult behavior?
Yup.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Finding peace and comfort, I don't think is brainwashing. I think it's a way of dealing with traumatic situations in life. But I can understand your concern. It's just not, I don't try to brainwash anyone. I don't ask for any money. And I don't do anything that requires anyone to follow me or otherwise. I post information. I post information that people might ask for. That's it. I do not ever say, go here, do this, or anything else, ever.
Do you have an office in a large building that's shaped kind of like a church?
No, I do not. I don't believe in churches.
So
That was a quick answer.
The one with the tombstones on the wall that say "Rest in Peace, Juice World" and
The safe
That's
house.
not my. That's not. Okay, the safe house is a friend of mine's world, not my world. So
A very powerful friend, maybe. Very powerful
What's that?
friend. What is it? How powerful is your friend? Might I ask?
how do you mean by powerful? I don't know
You know
what
what I
you're
mean.
referring to. No, I don't. Are you?
Smile
What
Honey
are you
Child,
talking about?
Is that your friend?
Smile Honeychild is an acquaintance. I mean, she's on my friends list, but I don't know her well. But she's a nice person. Why?
What's your opinion on child healing?
What do you mean by child? Okay, I don't know what you guys are getting at, but seriously, I don't think this is appropriate because I don't do anything with children. This is for adults, you know. I mean, sometimes kids come to meditation, but I never focus anything on children directly, ever. And I also
Very
tell
good to
parents, and I also tell children to tell their parents that they're here. And I think that's on recording somewhere, Damon. I'm sure you have recording me saying that.
Oh yeah, of course, Dame. Of course, everything.
One of the biggest indicators
So-
for me to tell if something is a cult or not is if you ask questions, people try to get you banned.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to get you banned. However, I will say
I
this.
mean, this guy's filling out reports right now.
You're
On
okay.
paperwork.
There's a difference between asking questions because you're legitimately concerned and harassment. If you cross the line between the two, you're right. I will report you because I don't believe in harassing anybody. However, if you look at me and what I do, you'll see that my concern is keeping people from committing suicide. If you want to know why, I've lost 2 people to suicide. Why do I do meditation? Because I attempted suicide. That's why I do this. That's the only reason. So if you have a problem with prevention of suicide, that's on you, not on me.
No problem with that. I have a problem
Okay.
with the brainwashing, so that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, nope, that's not here. That's not what we're doing. We're just connecting to what image of the church? This isn't a church. It's a yeah.
Yeah, and like the New
Okay, if
World
you
Order.
look at here, this is Native American imagery right here, mixed with Japanese imagery. This is Coco
And
Pele.
what's okay? I have a question. Follow me. I have a question. I have just one.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Right. Those aren't blunts. Those are
Why do you
not
have blunts
blunts.
in the world?
If you're gonna call those blunts, that's
Why
on
do you
you
promote
again.
weed? I just don't understand why you promote weed smoking in this server.
It's not. It's incense.
That's insane.
Incest? Okay. it's even worse.
Incense. Oh my god. Okay.
I don't know what that
you know
is.
what? All right.
I don't
All
know what
right.
that
You
is.
know what? Incense. He doesn't know what incense is, really. Uh huh. They do know what they're doing, and it's inappropriate. All I am, I mean, there's nothing here that is.
I believe you now. I don't know. I was just
I think
curious.
If you saw the other worlds, you'd understand.
Yeah.
What
all
other
the
worlds?
connected worlds and all the websites, the
Also,
donation
the
stuff. and-
curiosity of you bringing in like native, because I'm native, I'm Aboriginal, and I just wasn't sure the connection you were trying to make there. It kind of threw me off a little bit.
Well,
but
so my family has a lot of different mixes in it. My great grandfather was Lakota. My great grandmother was forced to divorce my great grandfather because of that. He couldn't get work during the Great Depression. So we lost our card when that happened. Our family lost that card. However, I'm still connected to the spiritual aspects of it. And and the reason for Kokopele being mixed with the bonsai tree is because if you look at Kokopele, her hair goes up, you know, and it reminded me of the branches of a bonsai. And it was an artistic expression. That was it. I love bonsai trees because of what they represent, which is when you.
I wasn't coming at you. I was just curious. And
yeah.
So you lost your status. From
Correct. My family did.
Identifying.
Yes.
So when you lost your status, did they kind of shun you from the community? Because usually native people do that. Like.
So
when
I
you're
can't.
Shunned, when you're
I
shunned,
can't
you're not
speak to
allowed
it.
to like. You're not allowed to, spread the culture because you're not a part of it when you're shunned. So I was just wondering.
Sorry, I missed your message.
Well, that's beyond me because I don't know that part of it. But my family who have embraced me, who are Native American and who I spend a lot of time with, they're okay with what I'm doing.
Listen to the sound
And that's
of the
my
water.
group.
Listen to the birds.
I'm sold. I'm happy that you explained it. Now I understand. I just had some questions. That was it.
Yeah, I mean.
And I looked up incense. Apparently, it's like a candle.
Mine
thing.
wasn't attacking. Mine was just out of pure curiosity.
No,
Yeah,
man, they don't
so
have that where
it's-
I'm from.
So I don't have the full history of it because my grandmother said to me
Denmark.
that we're. Hold on, let's come over here.
Denmark. Yeah. I've lived here most of my life.
So the story goes like this. My great grandfather left the reservation
No.
to marry my grandmother, my great grandmother.
What?
Okay?
I don't know where it originates
My
from.
great
Still
grandmother
thinking the whole thing.
Yeah, no.
Theory.
was forced to divorce him
It's more,
because he
that
more
was
sure
makes
than
at
ever.
work. Okay.
More
sure.
And that's what happened, and we don't have any other information about
Well,
him
I'll check it
beyond
out.
that. We don't know if he was actually shunned or
We got to
not.
get out of
We
here,
know
Jim.
that
We got to
because
Yeah,
it
we
get
doesn't
out of
come down the
here.
maternal
Let's,
line.
let's go to
We
the
can't
plaza.
claim anything. It comes
I
down
don't want any
because
trouble with
he, goes down the maternal line with Lakota. So
Going to put
that's
this
the
curse on
reason for it. That we can't do any, like we don't look it up or anything like that because of that. But my dear friend Peter Giove Searching Owl, Peter Searching Owl, he told me that it's perfectly okay because he knows me and that I was coming from a learning perspective and I connected to part of a culture that's part of me. And he disagrees with some of the things that have happened in the past. You know, and he's Iroquois. And he has papers.
Sorry about that. I was just talking to somebody.
Yeah, no. So, anyways, yeah. So the purpose of it
alive?
was just me connecting to energy,
They're not gonna be.
growth, fertility.
Well, I did. Yeah.
You know, and the bonsai.
Are you live? Okay. No. I don't know. I did know about this. Well, and the claims were so messed up.
It's right. Well, it is their choice to become offended by it, but if they know, you know, there's the whole reason for doing this was
When they tried to say that other people were, I'm not gonna.
purpose of all of this is to reduce the number of Native Americans.
Wait.
So that the country can take back the land.
Did I get removed by people?
So it's really
People are
frustrating
removing me,
for
that's
me.
funny.
The whole reason why my great grandfather went through that was because
Yeah, none at all.
you know he couldn't get work because
They seem like they're funny type, but they take it too far. Like they seem like they like to joke, but kind of went too far.
I mean, just because.
Cause I did. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I listened to their whole theory, and the only thing they had to go back to is that one world, which I guess the rules were kind of different. there was like ad placements they wanted to have,
It doesn't mean that you're not.
and
It just
Flutter's
means
name
that
was
they're not
attached slightly to it,
recognizing you. So
and that's where
their
it all goes
choice.
back
They
to.
don't have to recognize anything.
Yeah,
But that doesn't mean I don't recognize who I am as a
and I was waiting for Flutter
You know?
because I know she has a good way of saying it. Because I'm not good at, you know, dealing with stuff like that really. He has a church, whole fucked up thing. So it is. He's a church. It is. It really is. I joined it. I was a part of it for. I actually showed up. I showed up. It's a joke. The whole thing's a joke, and that's all on live. But I mean,
Saw the interaction that just happened and came in the room. Fucking weirdos.
I understand that, and but like I was saying, because of my disability,
I will not deny.
I was
And if they're watching this right now, being upset at me, I think I have the right to kind of say this because it's true.
It was just art.
They can have opinions of what they want. They can think whatever. I don't know.
I captured.
Those people opinions don't matter.
I guess it's to be.
I'm glad you did.
A good one.
Yes. Yes. Meeting people like you. You've been great. There's nothing fucked up I've heard about you or anything like that. You know, you're great. You know, very honest.
Or two.
Well, I'm not. Like I said, it's.
I am too. Yes.
I look past like.
You
Get
know,
up in my face.
I mean, it's a complicated.
I'm just messing with you, and I hope you know that. I hope you know that at the end of the day. And it's to get a gun jump at you, and I can go and laugh at it.
100 years ago.
And I'd hope you'd know if you ever actually got really, okay, that's getting uncomfortable, you could say, hey, I'm getting uncomfortable with that. And it would stop right away. Like, you know. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Funny awkwardness out.
So I'll just say it's art. That's fine. I'll just say it's just.
In a way, I'm kind of happy
just
that
artwork.
happened.
It's still important to me.
Mainly the unfriending part.
Oh, us?
That's fine.
Yeah. Oh, us. Oh, no. I was a little bit that too, but I was kind of glad the unfriending happened, to be honest.
You know, it's the erasure stuff sucks.
Yes.
Because I get erased every single time I turn around. You know, you're not this because of this, but you are. You can't take. Someone can't take away something just because.
It was, yeah.
A word. It's, you know.
I think it was a good idea. Good decision.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I shouldn't send it friend requests sometimes. I've met really great people, and most people, I'm pretty sure that's only really bad at people I've run into. I say bad, but disturbed. Thanks for dealing with that, Flutter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I went and listened to their whole theory thing just because I was, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was gonna tell you, but you haven't been online enough for me to find you at a time to tell you that whole thing was going on.
Oh, well, that's their choice. They can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. That's their freedom of speech. But that's not what this is about. This world is about peace and finding strength when there isn't strength. Looking at diversity and moving past it. It's about embrasure, you know? And just because I don't have a piece of paper, it erases who I am. A person can say because of something, you know, a rule long before I was born, you know, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's craziness. Absolute craziness. Oh, not them. No, I was talking about the one. No, I was just talking about like my trees. I'm like, my trees are representative of art. They're artistic, but they have meaning, you know. And yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're
Yeah.
talking
I
about
like that was going in like
Yeah. 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 It was. It was. But it's like the reason for it, though. I mean, to say that I don't understand it is really frustrating because it's about creation and about growth and fertility, and but not like fertility like procreation for humans, but like growth of the world, growth of plants, and you know, it's yeah. And I don't know. And like I said, I was learning from a Native American elder who has embraced me and named me. And so just because one tribe doesn't follow that doesn't mean another tribe does. It's just crazy stuff. It's really crazy stuff right now. And the whole point of the reason why we have the roles, the reason why the government has roles, and why you have to be X amount to be considered Native American is because they're trying to erase Native Americans. They're trying to take back the Native American land, the reservations. If the numbers get down below a certain point, they can call back that land. So embracing those who were inappropriately removed is wrong, you know, because my great grandfather fell in love with my great grandmother, you know, and that's just wrong. Yeah. I don't think so. I think it's she feels it's cultural appropriation, and it's not. It's art, and it's representative of who I am.
Their whole thing is they want to get under people's skin, and that's what I learned while being friends with them, which I shouldn't have.
Oh, so that's easy enough. I can just block them from my world. That's easy. Hold on. I think I can do it while I'm in my computer. Maybe I can't. Hold on. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? So, okay.
Do you want me to explain what they thought was weird about the One World?
Sure.
Because I know exactly what world they're talking about. They're talking about the safe house, is what I think it's called.
Okay.
And yes, your name was linked to it, and they didn't think the rules were right. And when they were talking about donations, they're talking about how there is space there, I think, for ad placements and a donation page, I think, there.
Okay, but that's not my world.
When they just saw your name attached to it and took it as you were a big part of it, it's like.
Well, yeah, anybody who. Yeah. Just because I believe in what they're doing, which is creating a safe space for people who have mental health issues. And if they don't, I don't understand what the issue is with that. I don't.
That's exactly what they are.
Okay. Oh, how do I move up and down on this thing? Because I want to go to people recently nearby.
I'm gonna go in and remove a few photos I posted here.
And I'm going to block. Yeah. Yeah. Right. His name is
Welcome to
and
the
the
Spirit
thing.
Within, a guided meditation.
I don't know why that started playing.
I don't know either.
Welcome to the Spirit
Where is
Within,
it?
a guided meditation.
Oh, it's in the table. Does that do it?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Spirit Within.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Why is it gotta be like that?
Welcome.
It just wants to keep in the red. Oh, it disappeared. The recording thing just disappeared on you. I don't know if that's normal.
I don't. What do you mean with the recording thing?
With your little recorded meditations, it disappeared, the little box thing.
Oh.
I didn't mean to
I
say
didn't
little.
hear it.
I meant, I didn't mean to say little meditation. I meant
No,
like the little
it.
box thing. Oh, it's back. I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah. I'm trying to. You know, I don't need that kind of bullshit. I really don't. From people. I'm just trying to. You know, I'm trying to get out of the stupid menu. The menu won't leave me alone now. See, I can't move. I can rejoin the world. I can't close the menu. See? Like, I have to hold the tab key down now
What?
to close the menu. I don't understand.
Oh yeah, it's back. I'm leaving it there. I'm just
Yeah,
not even gonna
it's
mess
not
with
there.
it. My hours are getting up on here.
Well, it's fine. Whatever. What?
So close to getting in first.
Oh my gosh. How many minutes?
I'm like
Oh, you,
literally 10 minutes off. 9 minutes off.
you can wait 10 minutes.
I can wait 10 minutes. I hate myself in the morning, but I'll do it for it. Oh.
Hold on 1 second. There we go.
Oh my god.
What is...
Don't even start that. Oh my god.
I can't believe that they were accusing me of being a cult.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's because they want a reaction.
Just like I'm not, you know.
Oh, yeah, serious.
Right. And the same thing with my trees. I'm like, what's, you know, I mean, seriously? Are you going to really, you're really going to go down that road of, you know, what is and isn't something when you don't, yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, but the way I look at the end of the day, it's a tree.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's just it. It's a tree. It's a woman tree. It's a woman tree, not the male tree. And it's you know, playing a singing bowl in a bonsai. Big deal. Yeah, really.
Where
Yeah,
is
really.
Victoria?
Right. No, it's true. But then she'd probably say, well, there isn't any options for her. I mean, how many people in here wear the Indian clothing? No, she didn't address
sorry,
that one.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying, like, how many people wear like the other clothing, like there's the yarmulke, there's the sari outfit, and lots of people wear that, and they're not Indian, right? When I say Indian, I'm referring to Indian. Yeah. Or Hindu, well, whatever. Right. Because Hindu is a religion. Yeah. Nope. You know, and like I said, she said, well, she grew up on a reservation. I said, right, and the whole reason for reservations is that they want to cull the numbers. The whole point to the numbers is to cull. And the fact that she doesn't know that is really upsetting. That the reason why they have the rolls to begin with was to cull the numbers. No, it didn't. No. No. Nope, definitely not. Yeah. Yeah, well, they're trees. Right. Well, like I said, they're trees. Yeah, me too. Believe me. Yeah. I'm frustrated, to be honest.
I'm kind of sickened that I even like friended them as the first place, like, cause I don't know why I did it.
Well, like I said, they're blocked from coming back in here. They can't.
Yeah.
And
I just
if I have,
that
and
might turn into a
found
joke for
out,
them.
I found out that I can block. I can stay in this world in my PC all night. It doesn't shut off.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now I need a PC and just like get like maximum hours.
Mm-hmm. I am.
That's what she's doing right now.
I'm doing it right now.
That's
been
why
doing
she's
it all
got the
night.
hands down and when she
Yeah.
looks up and down, her like body's all out.
Okay, so here's how you do it. Here's what you do. So you run the Oculus app for your desktop. Okay. And then you go into the hold on, I'll walk you through it. Program files. And once you go into program files, you go into, let me pull it up so that way it's easier for me to see. So I go into my program files of my C drive. Hold on. See, I go into the C drive itself. Program files, Oculus, software. So you go into the second software folder, and then you go into Facebook VR, Facebook Horizon, and go into horizon.exe. Make a shortcut to it on your desktop, so you never. Yep. And but here's the trick. Make sure you drag and drop make a shortcut, not a copy. And that way you just have to run it right from your desktop and you don't have to go back through all the folders. Because it gets annoying. Yeah, because that right click. Yeah, so but you want to go into, but the specific directory is Facebook VR, Facebook Horizon. That's these. There was one prior to it. That's why there's the Orbis, the Ryan Studios. I don't know what these other ones are. So I just wanted to say Facebook. It's the Facebook one. That's all. Yeah. So, and there's a video on it too, if you need it. Somebody pointed that out to me. Yeah. Exactly. Right. So I'm no longer running for my headset unless I absolutely have to. Because it's annoying as all get out. I just don't like. It looks like a regular. It looks. I don't know that I don't know that. I don't know that I don't have the depth of field. I don't know that I see truly 3D. I don't know because it seems fine to me. When I am in here, it seems because I have it split across 2 screens.
Oh, you.
Yeah, sort of. Not no. It's not exactly like that. But what I mean is, hold on. So, you drag the screen across the 2. And because my screens are semi-curved and then they're tilted towards each other, it gives the feeling of 3D, even though it's not. If that makes any sense to you. So that's what I do. I'm just glad they didn't come over and start like talking while I was. That would have really pissed me off.
They might have, just like you didn't hear it if you had it muted. Because I did try to tell them, like, don't go over there. She's doing something.
Yeah.
I don't think they really cared.
Yep. Oh, it was Wednesday morning. It was awesome. They asked one tough question or 2, maybe 3, all relating to the same thing, which is safety in the metaverse. Can we trust Mark Zuckerberg to keep us safe? Things like that, and regulations. And I basically said that the metaverse is still new. They're giving us new tools. I described the tools that they gave us. The report, the poll to remove, which is democratic, the blocking and the leaving feature. We can leave the space, right? So that was cool. And I also went into how we don't need regulation in here because we don't want to be more regulated, right? That people will self-regulate. It's just going to take a little bit of time for us to get to that point. And I said, right now, we're dealing with a lot of people who are just bored because of the pandemic. And I think that's what we were seeing tonight. People just being freaking bored. So.
Tonight, Wednesday?
Tonight. What just happened? I think it's just people being bored. I think they're. Oh, because because it makes sense for them to be that way. Could
I totally steal this conversation for a second? You should look over here for a second.
Oh, did you make it? Did you get to number 1?
Oh. Yeah. Is that why you were cheering me?
Yes, I walked over. I was like, yes.
Congratulations.
It just took me a month of my time.
Oh, you got it. Woohoo! Hey, John. Oh my God. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yep.
Amazing. What is, how do you get enlightenment points?
You're getting them right now. You click on your name.
Where is my name?
If you click on my rank or session, it will show your numbers.
I don't know if it's working right now. For me, it just keeps showing the same thing.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Because it's only the...
No, I did not disable anything.
How could I have a score?
Because you've been in
You're
here
10.
before. Yeah, you're 10th.
Oh, okay.
Because you've been in here before.
Yeah, I have. But I have
There
not
you are. Dawn
meditated yet.
Preston, you have 316 points.
Wow.
Just hanging out in here.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I love hanging out with you.
I better go. I gotta go.
Yeah,
sleep.
no. Okay, good night. Take care.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Maybe.
Well, tomorrow night's meditation, don't forget, Bram.
Oh yeah. I might not be
What
there
time?
perfectly on time.
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
try to,
That's okay.
but
It's on
I
the
might
attend
be
tab.
just-
Oh, you know what? I need to fix that.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
I have to
Okay.
fix that. I have to delete that second one.
Just want to say that this thing I'm doing
Uh-huh.
that you are interested in, that should be, you know, I should have looked at my calendar first. But it's, you know, it's going to be around May the 4th or something like that. April,
Okay.
Right? Is that right?
Okay.
We're in April now, so that's a month away.
Yeah.
Are you still up for that?
Yep. May, yes, definitely. Yep.
I'm not sure exactly what the date is, so I'll get
Unless,
back to you.
okay. Unless my mother-in-law is having surgery for her heart. So she's
Oh,
supposed to be having surgery, and I have to travel, so I'm not sure what day that is yet.
Oh, okay. Well, if you think you have a problem, then I would change it to a later date because,
Yeah.
like I said, that guy, Mike, he's out of it. He
Okay.
just, didn't want to commit.
Okay.
So that's not a problem. Anyhow.
Yeah.
All right. And what time is meditation tomorrow?
9 p.m. Eastern. So check on the attend tab. If you go to the menu
Uh-huh.
and you go to home and you click on
Oh, right.
attend,
Okay.
and you'll see
Okay,
it right
so-
there, and it says a
Right.
time for you.
Okay. Relaxation meditation
Mhm.
Friday. 6
Yeah.
p.m.
So you're on the Pacific Coast. Yep.
Yeah. I am.
So that would make sense. 6 p.m. for you.
Wow. So that time changes for people wherever they are.
Yep. Mine says 9. Yep.
Uh-huh. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds great. I did a scripting class today, so I'm
Oh,
very
nice.
excited about that. Yeah.
That's really good. Did you learn anything new?
Everything is new. to
Oh,
me.
good. Okay.
So I don't know much about scripting, but I'm getting into it.
Awesome.
So could I speak to you over here privately?
Oh, sure.
I feel like a zombie in Night of the Living Dead. And Night of the Living Dead. End of the Dead. Zombies with. They saw a firework. Kind of happens. Watch me play. Well, it does happen with fireworks. They like up on the street. Real firework. Well, they don't go off in that. I've noticed that. I want to say it's zombies just stop at the horizon or the sky. Yeah, they're like that. It's the same. Guess I thought. Sucks, there's no way to see it. Can I go back? This is supposed to be. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how much more. I'm really drama-filled. Burning materials at velocity. Direction of the vector, axis of the. Right. Everyone. Let me, Jacob, I don't know if you're still on for Dying Light version. So I'm just going to do my nightly ritual, and then it's going to. Also, I learned that I can run this from my PC. Next time we run the game, I could. X-Star. That's an app. X-Star is supposed to. Oculus. I guess you could open it. Thought that maybe there's. That's what I would like, because that would get me a lot. Flash rate, right? That'd be sweet, because I have an awesome piece. Yeah, anyway. You guys enjoyed. Play some Dying Light. Watching. Can't say the same for the stuff that